if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay?
Ricky Gervais has always been known for pushing boundaries, but in recent years he's become more than just a provocateur. He's now one of Hollywood's fiercest critics, calling out its obsession with virtue signaling. From award shows to interviews, Gervais has been on a mission to highlight the hypocrisy of celebrities who lecture the public from their privileged bubbles. Speaking of hypocrisy, you won't believe the story about a celebrity who faced public embarrassment just to stay relevant in woke Hollywood. We'll get to that, but first, here's the question. Has Hollywood, the so-called moral leader of modern culture, gone too far with performative wokeness? Or is Gervais simply voicing what so many are already thinking?
Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care.
Let's rewind to the 2020 Golden Globes, a night that will forever be remembered as the moment Ricky Gervais said what everyone was secretly thinking. Celebrities had become way too predictable, turning their acceptance speeches into soapboxes to lecture about climate change, diversity, or equality, all while drinking overpriced champagne. But when Ricky Gervais took the stage, something felt different. He wasn't there to play nice. Instead, he tore into the crowd, exposing their hypocrisy with sharp, cutting humor.
Talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
Ricky's roast of Hollywood wasn't just about pointing out how out of touch celebrities are with regular people. It was a clear message. Stop using your fame to act like you're better than everyone else. The audience reactions alone were priceless. After the Golden Globes, Twitter blew up with mixed opinions. People couldn't agree on whether Ricky was a hero or a villain. Some thought he was brave for speaking the truth, while others said he crossed a line. But here's the twist. Instead of apologizing, Ricky went all in. He jumped on Twitter, engaging both fans and critics, and made one thing clear. He wasn't sorry for holding celebrities accountable for their double standards.
People come up and they say, oh, I was offended by that joke. And, my first reaction is, I don't care. Like, that doesn't mean anything. You're telling me how you feel. What I want to say why. And I'll explain to them. I'm willing to explain to them why the joke isn't offensive. I'm not one of the people that think, I'm going to say what I want, I'm going to be as offensive, and then go fuck you as a joke.
Ricky wasn't going after wokeness itself. His main focus was the self-righteousness and hypocrisy of those who claim to care about social issues while reveling in their wealth and fame. Let's be real. There's something off-putting about a celebrity with a private jet lecturing everyone on climate change. Ricky saw this contradiction and jumped right in to expose it. For example, Apple entered the TV scene with The Morning Show, a captivating drama about integrity produced by a company that runs sweatshops in China. Ricky pointed out the irony of Hollywood's biggest names working for corporations that often disregard the very ethical standards they pretend to uphold. It wasn't just the message that mattered, it was how those delivering it lived in direct opposition to their own principles. Cancel culture is another hot topic among the woke celebrities, eager to cancel anyone who deviates from the norm. But Ricky isn't interested in bending to that pressure. Instead of playing it safe, he keeps challenging boundaries in interviews and on social media. He's made it clear that cancel culture is simply another method for controlling what people can say.
Just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, you know? It's... offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You know, so you can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that, but, you know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing, you know, because I'm not doing it for the 200 egos in the room. I'm doing it for the 200 million people watching around who aren't winning awards, who aren't millionaires. And freedom of speech is so important these days. I've reached the age now where I don't care anymore.
By holding strong to his beliefs, Ricky has emerged as a countercultural icon in a world where celebrities frequently say what they believe others want to hear. He expresses his thoughts freely, regardless of who might take offense. Ricky's driving force is his passion for comedy and truth. Yet, in a landscape where political correctness often trumps honesty, he encounters backlash for his no-holds-barred style. Critics argue that comedy should adapt to contemporary sensibilities.
Yeah, but you shouldn't hurt people's feelings. Well, you can if their feelings are wrong.
Yeah,
You know, if you don't like the facts, don't change the facts, change the feelings. You know. And also then they try and do this thing. Oh, you should never punch down. You should punch up. Well, who's to say what's up and down is?
Yeah, it's a subjective.
So you're deciding who's down and who's up. No. You don't get to do that.
Ricky views comedy as a reflection of truth. He stands firm against censoring jokes for the sake of comfort. As he famously said, being offended doesn't automatically make you right. What impact has Ricky's criticism had on Hollywood? Has anyone truly listened, or have they only reinforced their virtue signaling? Despite the awkward laughter and stunned reactions at the Golden Globes, Hollywood hasn't slowed down its woke agenda. In fact, it seems that the performances have become even more theatrical. Remember the individual we discussed who might have entered the realm of woke Hollywood? It's curious because you can't actually see him at the moment, but just months ago, he was everywhere, making headlines for one of the most cringe-inducing moments at the Oscars. He strolled on stage in nothing but his birthday suit and an envelope. Yes, we're referring to John Cena. So, what's the situation? Was John Cena truly coerced into this odd moment for some woke points, or was it all part of a calculated plan? Cena's here to set the record straight.
How did they convince you to do that?
It was funny. Jimmy Kimmel called me personally. He's like, I need you to come to the Oscars. I'm like, Jimmy, I'm in between stuff. Like, I need some time to recharge. And he's like, just let me send you the bit. And he sent it on paper, and I called him back. I'm like, when do you need me there?
So there you have it. In Hollywood, money talks, and it's clear who wields the power. With Leonardo DiCaprio, two things are well known. He's a top-tier actor, and he tends to date women younger than the films he's won awards for. When Ricky Gervais aimed his jokes at Leo during the 2020 Golden Globes, it was akin to watching a master at work, expertly critiquing the king of Hollywood's bachelor lifestyle. With a barely contained smirk, Gervais kicked things off by mentioning Leo's premiere of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. By the end, his date was considered too old for him. The audience burst into laughter, and even DiCaprio couldn't resist cracking a smile. He was expecting it, and Ricky came through with a classic roast, playfully highlighting Leo's infamous dating habits in a unique way. It was both sharp and lighthearted, and the best part was Leo's reaction. He accepted it with grace, knowing that his reputation was hardly a secret. However, Ricky wasn't done yet. After allowing the laughter to subside, he quipped, "Seriously, Leo, you're almost 50. How's that working out for you?"
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate, you know. You're nearly 50, son.
If any of that was toned down, Ricky was far from reserved in addressing the transgender community. His comedy roast was so memorable that even those from the LGBTQ+ community might have felt a bit uneasy. However, Gervais was clear. Trans individuals are absolutely entitled to their feelings. His special exemplifies his talent for challenging limits. One particular moment has everyone buzzing, and it's for a good reason. Gervais took aim at the whole gender pronoun conversation, and true to form, he didn't hold back. So here's the part that drew the most attention.
No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned with it. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot.
Gervais is a mix of outrageous and hilarious. He essentially mocks the contradictions within the entire pronoun and restroom debate. It's like he's holding up a mirror to the absurdities, saying, look how convoluted this has become. The joke is sharp and hits hard, directly addressing what Gervais views as the excesses of modern identity politics. You can't help but laugh, even as you're somewhat stunned by how far he's willing to go. He addresses a serious issue, showcasing its ridiculousness in a way that only he can, making you laugh while also prompting reflection. By calling out the hypocrisy of woke celebrities, Gervais encourages us to examine the messages being forced upon us. Are these celebrities genuinely making a difference, or are they just trying to promote a new image? What are your thoughts? Is Ricky Gervais correct about woke celebrities? Should Hollywood begin to practice what it preaches? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos that reveal the truth about celebrity culture.